There's hypocrisy, absolutely. This is the teapot calling the kettle black, or whatever version of hypocrisy you want to, right? For sure, that's happening. The other thing to keep in mind is we're a democracy, so we move at the speed of bureaucracy. If you recall, under Obama in his second term coined something known as the Asia pivot, right? Where he pivoted. He started working to pivot through policy all of our attention away from counterterrorism and into China, right? He just called it the Asia pivot. We need to focus strategically on winning hearts and minds in Southeast Asia because China's our next big threat. And we've lost track of that threat as we've been chasing down terrorism. We used to have close relationships with the Philippines and Malaysia and Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam. And we used to be part of ASEAN, that network of countries. Well, then we focused on the Middle East. China swooped in and replaced us in their sphere of influence in Asia. So Obama started trying to move the ship in that direction. But then, like we were talking about earlier, we became a very polarized country. So if you wanted to focus on China, but you also wanted to be elected on a conservative platform, you couldn't agree with Obama. You had to disagree with Obama. Because the only way that you were going to get the conservative vote is if you took a hard line stance against everything that Obama stood for. So then we lost that China thread. Not you and I, the frickin' congressmen and senators that were trying to get elected. They dropped the ball on the strategic threat in order to gain the short-term victory. And then every 2 years or every 6 years, they have to go up for re-election. And then Trump comes into office, and guess what? You can't be a liberal and support any Trump policy. We just became freaking
yeah.
It's just insane. It's insane how divided we've let ourselves become. And in those cracks in between, we're losing track of the common long-term threats to the United States. Because we're too busy bitching about green energy and melting polar ice caps and, and Medicare for old people. We're completely losing the fact that China is the biggest threat that's posed to your and my children. Right? My parents on Medicaid and Medicare, they can take care of themselves. But what about someone needs to protect the next generation? We've lost track of that.
I'm really worried about the next generation.